Hey there, good morning. My name is Claudia and I'm a fourth grade teacher. Today is Monday, January 12th, 2026. And as I'm noticing, I did not change the 2025 to 2026. I'll just put a little post-it note and create that later at home. We were on a 3-week break, so today is the first day back. On my first day back, I like to review the classroom routines and expectations. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the few things that I do to help this week go smoothly. All right, the first thing I'd like to create is a classroom expectations bingo. I can't assume that most of my kids are going to remember our classroom routines and expectations, so this is always a good week after a long winter break to review those. And so the way I do that, I printed these out. So I know that there's different ways of doing it. You can create the bingo board and write the routines and expectations on there. I like to do a mystery picture, and my class really enjoys free time. Now, I don't give that very often, but I think this would be a perfect week to incentivize them. I have a template where I place my post-it notes and I run it through my printer. It makes it easier for me rather than to write it out. This is such an easy and fun idea. Students really tend to enjoy it, especially when there's some type of mystery prize that they're looking forward to seeing. Um, I usually play it by ear. Each year is different and it depends on the class. I just feel that you can't set one type of reward for every single class. You have to know your students, what they like, what they don't like. And now I'm going to start with the post-it notes. So I'm going to alternate colors. There is a free space in the middle, and so I will show you that in a bit. The routines and expectations that I chose to print out are those that I want to focus on this week. These are the ones that were a little challenging in 2025. And some of my routines and expectations are, they clean up their materials, respond to our attention signal, works well with a partner, participates in discussion. Some classes may enjoy a prize. Some classes may want to have extra time for PE. I had one year that class, that's all they wanted to do was go to PE. And so as I'm seeing these expectations and routines within the classroom, I am pulling off a post-it note. Now, here is my final product. The second activity that I do in my classroom is the one-word goal. There are different variations of it. I begin the one-word goal by reading the book One Word for Kids by John Gordon. It's available on YouTube if you want to have someone read it for you. It's a really neat way to introduce how we're going to set this goal. And it helps guide students to choosing that right word that they're going to use from now till the end of the year and how they're going to apply it in the classroom. So this is the worksheet that I created. This is me in 2026. We have my one word. They will write their one word and then explain why they chose the word and how they're going to apply it in the classroom. I have a sample list, a one-word list that if they're getting stuck on choosing a word, here are some examples. They do not have to pick from this list. They can choose any word that they would like to use to set their goal. The third thing that I'm using is this ticket system. I was really surprised about how well my class responded to this in December. And so I'm going to continue this. And as I'm handing out the tickets to my students, I'm telling them what it is that they specifically did. I'm giving them actionable feedback as to why I'm giving them the tickets. Doing this reset of these 3 different activities really saves me time in the long run. The kids know the routines. They know what is expected of them, and they know how they'll be rewarded. I keep the prizes really simple. I have pencils. I have these cute little erasers. They're animals, elephant, giraffe, for their pencils. I have bookmarks, little buttons, smiley face, erasers. Here again, here's another type of bookmark. These are those scented ones. When I purchase these prizes, I make sure to keep a budget. I do not spend too much. I buy things that they'll give you in a bulk quantity for a reasonable price. I know Amazon has, pencils, erasers. I've also gone to the Dollar Tree right now. For Valentine's Day, they have a good amount of prizes that come, 10 to 12 of quantity. And so I bought those as well that I'll add to my prize box. I just keep something really simple like this for my erasers. I have that as well. And they really enjoy just the simplicity of the prizes. They're not asking for anything big, but it helps with the behaviors and it reinforces what I'm looking for. And there's other methods. I've seen coupons that you can create. I've actually tried the coupons, and it worked for one particular class and it didn't work for another. The coupons can be something as using your favorite pen, or bringing in your stuffed animal to work with, or working with a partner for 15 minutes. And so those are some different options that you can try. If you're feeling off after a long winter break, you're not alone. Start with expectations, stay consistent, and give yourself a little grace. It will all come together. Happy teaching, and see you next time.